This is a story called The Little Monsters. Chapter 23. The kids get kicked out of the cinema. It's a Saturday and the kids are trying to decide what to do. They go and play on the swing for a bit, but after about an hour they decide to go and play at the new skate park. After they'd been there for about 20 minutes it started raining very heavily and thundering and lightning. They all went back to Kicker's house and played there for a bit. However, they soon got bored and they couldn't decide what to do. Then Kicker's mum said, "What's up with you kids?" "We're bored, Mum," said Kicker. "Why don't you guys go to the cinema? There's some new films on that you kids might like," said Kicker's mum. "We can't, we've got no money," said Kicker. Kicker's mum gave them all some money and told them to go to the cinema. On their way there, the kids called at the joke shop to buy some stuff so that they could play pranks on people in the cinema. When they got to the cinema about 10 minutes into the film, someone got out of their seat, so Kicker sneakily put a pincushion on her seat. When she sat down, she screamed and the staff came running up to see what was wrong. When she told them, they couldn't help but laugh, and thankfully she saw the funny side too. Everyone settled down and continued to watch the film. However, halfway through there was an ad break so that people could get refreshments and go to the toilet. The kids seized the opportunity to play pranks on people by putting pincushions on other people's seats, and when they sat down, they howled in pain. Of course, the kids thought this was hilarious. Before the film came back on, the kids went into another room and threw stink bombs, causing everyone to run out, gasping for air. Then they went back in to finish watching the film they'd been watching. During the film, the kids let partially inflated balloons go, causing them to make a farting noise. Then they put farting gas in people's drinks, causing them to fart. Then when anyone left their seats, the kids put whoopee cushions on them, and when people sat on them, they made a farting noise. However, by this time a member of staff had seen what the kids were doing, and she alerted the manager, who told the kids if they couldn't behave themselves then they would be asked to leave. As soon as the manager turned her back, the kids sneaked back in. Again they played pranks on everyone and they were asked to leave again. As they were leaving, they stuck pins in the back of the manager's skirt. Then they sneaked back in as soon as she was out of sight. When the manager sat down and the pin stuck in her bum, she screamed, and then she saw the kids. She told them to leave again and not to go back. However, as she turned her back and walked away, the kids threw loads of stink bombs across the room and then they hid. Everyone in the room ran outside, gasping for air. The kids decided to go and watch another film in another room. This time they put battery-operated spiders on other people's seats, and when they sat down, the spiders bit them, causing them to howl in pain. Then the kids put pincushions on everyone's chairs, causing them to howl in pain again when they sat down. Then the kids saw the manager and they made her run for it, throwing stink bombs as they did so. The kids sneaked into another room, and this time they put battery-operated toy snakes on everyone's seats, and when they sat down they bit them, causing them to howl in pain. Again the manager came in and made them leave. One of them pinched her bum really hard, and then they threw stink bombs and ran out of the room and hid in the toilets. As soon as it was safe, the kids sneaked into another room. They put fart gas in everyone's drinks and they put whoopee cushions on their seats. They also let partially inflated balloons go, causing them to make a loud farting noise. The kids saw the manager come into the room, and as she did so, they quickly sneaked out before she could see them. As soon as the coast was clear, they went back into the room and threw stink bombs, and then they ran out and hid behind some parked cars. When everyone came out coughing and gasping for air, the kids cracked out laughing, but stayed hidden. Everyone was allowed to go back inside and watch the film from the beginning for free. The kids sneaked in and put fart gas in everyone's drinks. Then they put pine cones on everyone's seats during the break when everyone was getting refreshments and stuff. When they came back in and sat down, they sat on the pine cones and howled in pain. The kids howled with laughter. Then they scooped down and hid under their seats so that they wouldn't be seen, and then they crawled out of the room on their hands and knees. Then they all went into another room and put fart gas in everyone's drinks. They filled water balloons with water and threw them at people, getting them soaking wet. Then they got empty crisp packets and blew air into them and then smacked them, causing them to bang, making everyone jump. Of course, they thought this was funny, so they did it again and again and again. Then they put the battery-operated toy spiders on people's heads, and when they touched their heads, the spiders bit their fingers, causing them to scream. Then they put toy mouse traps with toy mice stuck on them on everyone's chairs, and when they got up to buy refreshment, then they put toy mouse traps with mice stuck on them on everyone's chairs when they got up to buy refreshments and stuff. When people saw them, they screamed and the kids laughed. Again the manager came in and the kids scooped down in their seats and crawled out of the room. They went into another room that was empty and put fart sweets on as many chair arms as they could. Then they scooped down in their seats until everyone came in. Quite a few people ate the sweets and all of them kept farting during the first part of the film. When everyone left their seats, the kids put whoopee cushions on them. During the ad break, they put pink cushions on some of the seats. When people sat down, the pink cushions stuck in their bums, causing them to howl in pain. This time though, when the kids tried to crawl out on their hands and knees, there were several members of staff waiting for them. They grabbed the kids by their ears and escorted them off the premises. Of course, as soon as the staff turned their backs, the kids sneaked back in. This time they went into the shop that sold sweets and refreshments and put fart gas in the drinks machine. Then they went upstairs and sneaked into a room where a horror film was being shown, and they put toy spiders on people's heads. When they touched their heads, the spiders bit them, making everyone scream. Then, during the ad break, they put pink cushions on everyone's seats, and when they sat down and they pricked their bums, they howled in pain. Then, out of the blue, as the kids were leaving the room, some of the staff grabbed the kids and escorted them off the premises. Of course, as soon as the staff turned their backs, the kids sneaked back in. They sneaked back upstairs and went into the room they'd been escorted out of and threw stink bombs in there, and then they made their way to the next room. When they got there, they found that another boring film was being shown. This time, they put false dog poo on everyone's seats, and when they sat on it, it went flat, causing it to smell like real dog poo. What the kids didn't realise was that someone who worked at the cinema knew them and had called their parents. When their parents got there, they followed the kids discreetly, and of course they saw everything they did. As the kids went to leave the room, their parents grabbed them and made them apologise to the cinema staff. Then they took them home and smacked them hard on their bums and sent them to bed early. Of course, the little monsters being little monsters, they didn't learn their lesson, because the following day they went back to the cinema secretly and threw stink bombs in every room. End of chapter 23. Thank you for watching. I hope you like it. Thanks. Bye.